Hey, Seth David here with the world famous Nerd Enterprises Incorporated and of course the newly famous SethDavid.com. Don't forget to check out SethDavid.com for all my newest, latest, and greatest content. We have this new useful links and resources page. Feel free to make suggestions for things I can add to this. And of course, if you want the premium content, the really good goods, go over to Patreon and sign up as a patron. 25 up and up gets you access to most all of the videos, except for the 97 and up exclusives. 97 and up, of course, gets you access to absolutely everything, including the upcoming course, which production has already begun on. Right here, Accounting and Bookkeeping Cloud Practice Management, the self-study course. I've got over 60 videos outlined. When I'm finished, there will be 97 videos in this outline. You'll get one a day for 97 days as long as you stay in the program. Now let's talk about how to use QuickBooks Desktop to find what you entered or modified today. There are a number of little tricks that I can show you on this. So let's start by going to the chart of accounts. And let me show you something that has saved my life. Have you ever had that experience where you've entered something and you know you just entered it, but you can't find it? You can't figure out where it went. Probably because usually what happens is you entered the wrong date or something. You know, you had it, maybe you were editing a transaction with a date way in the past and you forgot to change the date on a new transaction and now it's buried way in the past. So a quick way to find that, especially if you know which check register you were in, is down here under the sort by. You can quickly change this to order entered, and it'll bring the stuff that you entered most recently right here to the very bottom. So that's one really quick way of finding stuff that you've just entered, or for that matter, entered or modified just today. Another one, and this is one that really was the inspiration for doing this video, because a lot of people, even though it's been a feature that's been here in QuickBooks Desktop for quite a few years now, a lot of people, when I show it to them, tell me, I never knew that was there. So if we go to Company, then I want to direct your attention to the calendar. And this is actually such a cool feature. It's like an unsung hero in QuickBooks Desktop that nobody seems to use, at least none of the people that I talk to, because like I said, I showed it to them and they didn't even know it was there. But notice what you can do. You can get literally a calendar view with transactions that were entered day by day. So look here on the 15th of this month. Now this is a sample file in the future in 2020, but if this were today, here I would have 40 transactions, all of which were entered today. Notice this little grading here. That's not there by accident. If you click and drag, you can actually reveal more of the screen that's got the transactions that were entered. And wait, there's more. I can actually click on any of these transactions or double click them to get right to the source. So this is a really cool way of getting in and auditing your QuickBooks file and seeing what did I enter today or when did I enter something, right? I can go back. And of course on the right, you've probably noticed by now, if you are using the to-do feature in QuickBooks Desktop, then those to-do items will show up here. And if you have transactions that are coming due or past due and what have you, that also shows up here. There's still more. If I go up here, you can choose different views. So I have monthly. This is a daily kind of view. And over here, it will actually zip up the calendar view altogether and show me just the transactions entered on a particular date. And then here I can choose the date. By clicking today, it took me right to today. Of course, here I can select a date. So these three little buttons here also further enhance your experience with respect to using this screen. So that's certainly, this was the main thing I wanted to show you in this video for how to use QuickBooks Desktop to find what you entered or modified today, or any particular day for that matter. And then last thing is you can do it through the reports, of course. So if I go to reports and I go to custom, and let's go to a transaction detail, and I'll choose all dates. I'll filter it for anything that was entered or modified today. So let's go down here. Actually, the newer versions you can actually search. So entered or modified today. Years ago, I had a bookkeeper who was working for me, and I used the report just like this and sorted it by the date that it was entered or modified, because you can include that, of course, here in the display on the report. Let's just change entered or modified to all and click OK. And I was able to sort by this column and look at the timestamp. I actually dumped it into Excel and wrote a quick formula to calculate the difference in minutes from one transaction to the next. And I was searching for large gaps in time, and I found some 20 or 30-minute gaps in there, and I called him on it. And the funny thing was, I thought I was being, funny with him, but he actually threw it back to me because he pointed out that those times were actually times, and I was able to verify it, that he was on the phone with me talking about the client. So, my friends, this is how, those are 3 ways that you can use QuickBooks Desktop to find what you entered or modified today. Quick recap. 1 is directly in a check register. You can sort by order entered. The other way is using the calendar feature. So if we go to the calendar, we can choose a day and we can see everything that was entered that day. And then, of course, the third way was the reports. That, my friends, is how you can use QuickBooks Desktop to find what you entered or modified today. Please, if you like what you see and you're on SethDavid.com watching this, scroll down below, bang those social buttons, share it, comment on it. That helps me, which enables me to help you that much more by providing more wonderful free content on the web for you. As always, I hope you had some fun and learned something along the way. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day, and I look forward to seeing you on the web.